Hi, this is a very special class for all the intermediate students and the students who have been learning English and taking classes for their academic examinations purpose on a very interesting and special topic titled question tags. Most of us do use English on day-to-day basis. We know that English plays a very major role when it comes to question tags, we are so much surprised and at times confused too. Why? Because we do not have proper knowledge on this area as how we can possibly use and make better sentences to fulfill the requirements in communication. The topic titled question tags has been considered in the syllabus for the intermediate first year students. Today, I'm going to give you some brief analysis on question tags and what are question tags, as well as the difference between questions and question tags. You can see here question tags and questions. We make so many questions. There are two types of questions. Firstly, I would like to give you some clarity on questions. Friends, questions are two types: yes no type questions and WH type questions. Yes no type questions are just made to expect an answer either yes or no. In other words, they are just the short questions. They begin with auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is a labeling or usage in grammar. In other words, we can say helping verb. Similarly, questions are, as I have said, two types. Another type of questions is WH type questions. They begin with WH words such as what, where, which, who, whose, whom, when, how. Around 8 to 9 different WH type question words. But today our discussion is not questions. We have learned making questions. We use questions in English daily. Question tags. Why do we have these two applications in English grammar? To what extent do they have importance and what is the basic difference? I have given you some information and clarity on questions. Let us take a look at question tags. Question tags are actually, used to get confirmation. When you want some confirmation from the listener in a conversation, you will ask a question tag. You will use a question tag. The second most important purpose and use of question tags is to invite someone to agree with us. To invite someone to agree with us. These are the two major areas which demand us to make question tags, particularly in conversations. Verbally, when we interact with people, we may have to make question tags. Well, question tags, basically you can see the arrow marks here, the bigger ones. This explains how does a question tag begin. It starts with an auxiliary verb. AV stands for auxiliary verb. Ends with pronoun of the subject in the sentence. Do you understand? It starts with an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is a grammatical terminology. Its equal term which we use in grammar is helping verb. It ends with the pronoun of the subject in the given sentence. This should be very clear. This is structurally how a question tag is made, and this understanding is primary and necessary for us. Next, here positive question tag, negative question tag. P stands for positive, N stands for negative. Positive question tag is made or actually formed after negative sentence or negative statement. Actually, we make statements. At the end of the statements, we put question tags. Positive tag, I repeat once again, positive tag or positive question tag is formed after negative sentence, whereas negative tag is formed after positive statement or sentence. Okay, if the statement is positive, you have to make negative question tag. If the statement in the context in your examination or usually when you speak is negative, you will have to make positive question tag. This is the fundamental rule. This is very, very important. And question tags begin with auxiliary verbs and end with pronouns of the subjects in the sentences. And what are the question tags? Basically, question tags are short questions. They begin with auxiliary verbs and they end with pronouns of the subjects. Why are they used in English grammar? To get confirmation as well as to invite someone to agree with us. I will give you the examples now. Please open the text in the textbook for intermediate first year English Odyssey 1. This is the textbook which we have been exploring. It has been prescribed from the academic year 2025 to 2026. In this book, page number 205, please open this and have the notebook with you. Keep writing down the inputs which I am giving you in this video lesson. Okay, now I'm going to read out what are question tags. A question is generally asked either to get some information or to test someone's knowledge. Here, questions basically are asked to get some information. This is to when you seek information. For instance, you ask someone who happens to come to you for something else. Then, first thing that you ask, what will you ask if you don't know the person? Who are you? Who are you? The one who listens to you or who has approached you would have to reply saying about his or her identity. Firstly, the identity in English is revealed or actually sought with the question who, with the question word who. So we will have to put who are you. It is to know the identity of the person. The person who comes to you tells you, I am Nagamalleshwara Rao. I am from Machilipatnam. I have been working at a IIIT. This is the information based on the requirement of the speaker or the one who questions. This is to get the information from somebody else. Where is your house? Where are you from? These are the questions. Is your dad an employee? Like this, we ask questions. SNO type questions, WH type questions. What is the purpose of asking questions? Tell me. It is to get the information. What is the purpose of asking question tags? It is to get confirmation. It is information and this is confirmation. It really goes well, right? Information versus confirmation. I think you can remember this very well, these two words. And another important objective of asking question tags is to invite someone to agree with you or me or the speaker. Okay. Now, a question is generally asked either to get some information or to test someone's knowledge. I am reading, please have the textbook with you. It would be very clear for you when I just go through these lines like questions asked by teachers in classrooms. The first question, where is the railway station? It is to get information. Who is the President of India? For example, a teacher asking students in class. Okay, these two questions actually are very common questions. We know the answers for which we don't have to consult any guide or study materials, right? Second important point, but question tags are short questions at the end of statements. Very important point. Underline or else write it down in your notebook. Question tags are short questions at the end of the statements. I have given you some clarity on this. If the statement is positive, the tag should be negative. Okay, and if the statement is if the tag is to be positive, the statement should be negative. If the tag is to be negative, the statement should be positive. Actually, we will have to start from here. Usually, we have the statement first, tag comes next. So, if the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. If the statement is positive, the tag should be negative. This is what we should understand. And question tags are short questions at the end of statements. They are mainly used in speech when we want to confirm some information or to encourage a reply from the person we are talking to. When we encourage the speaker to get some reply, then we are just going to engage them by asking like this: you are accompanying us, aren't you? Look at this statement. You are accompanying. This is a positive statement. That is the reason why the tag is negative. Aren't you? ARE plus NOT. When these two are contracted, it becomes aren't you. Okay. Aren't. It is for confirmation. The weather is nice, isn't it? This sentence has a different tone, and its meaning is to invite the listener to agree with us. To invite the listener to agree with us. With these two examples, we can simply say question tags are basically asked for confirmation as well as to agree with us. A question tag always starts with an auxiliary verb and ends with the pronoun of the subject. For example, you are accompanying us, aren't you? This is very important. Aren't you? At the end, we have to keep question mark because it's basically a question. It's a short one. Aren't you? Aren't actually has come from ARE plus NOT. Aren't. When these two are clubbed or combined, we will have ARE and apostrophe. Aren't. 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 It's not aren't, it's aren't. Now you are accompanying. Look at this. This is a statement. You are accompanying us. There is no negative word in this sentence. Now it is positive. The tag will be negative. This is what we have to understand. And look at this. Question tags start with auxiliary verb. Where is the auxiliary verb? This is the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is also called a helping verb. Okay, and they end with the pronoun of the subject. What is the pronoun? This is the pronoun. What does this you reply? The subject you is here indicated. So beginning with the auxiliary verb, ending with the subject of the statement or the sentence. Thank you so much for giving this time, and please keep watching these lessons. Don't wait for motivation, take action. Okay, grammar lessons are very easy for you. If you have any questions and doubts, please drop line in the comment box. I would like to know more from you how these videos have been helpful to you. Please share this video link with your friends across RGKT campuses in our state. And if you have some other doubts as well as academic requirements in English language, I'm always ready to help you. Please don't forget to ping me on my WhatsApp. Okay, 701-3434-671. Thank you so much. Have a great day.